All right, July 2nd, workout breakdown, chest day, still leg strength day. Again, going through these first couple workouts of July to show you how we're going to tie in the leg strength into a lot of normal focuses that you're not used to seeing leg strength or leg movements in. I like this entire workout, Metcon workouts where you're focused on transitioning, maintaining composure. It gives you highlights and gives you some clarity on your overall fitness, which again, I strongly believe in. It keeps you well-rounded and again, doesn't tilt us one way or the other overly much. So number one and number two are similar setups. Number one, you're going to descend down this 20, 16, 12, 8, 4 ladder. If you did not know, 20 to 4, anytime you guys see this type of ladder or this rep count, it is 60 total reps. You'll have 60 total calories rowed working your way down. And 60 floor presses working your way down at that 50%. I want you guys to maintain the 50%. So whatever the 50% is, we're just sticking to it. The goal is to not make it overly bearing, and so it's kind of like a double-edged sword here. Like we don't want it to be overly heavy where it's overly bearing on the higher rep counts, but at the same time I want it to be heavy enough where we're building the lactic and that the transition off of the aerobic piece isn't long enough for you to overcome that lactic threshold, and it's really forcing you guys to move into the next set of floor presses with some lactic still built up, which so as the rep count goes down, it doesn't really get much easier because the burning sensation is still there. And that 50% and the quick transition off the rower should give us that. Now, if you're getting off the rower and you're like fully recovered from the prior set, the likelihood is that maybe we just need to become more proficient on the rower or move faster to and off the rower to maintain that lactic threshold a little bit. But for the most part, I think in most circumstances, this should maintain that lactic there, and the volume and the pace in which you're moving is high enough that you can sustain that feeling. And that's what we want to work for. That's what I'm aiming for full transparency. That's the kind of stuff I'm trying to think about, which I wish I could tell you guys about every single workout and every piece of it. I just don't think that's feasible. Number two, very similar setup, but a little bit different approach. So same concept. We're still 60 total calories rowed, but this time we're ascending instead of descending. And then the incline press coming off of the floor press, obviously the fatigue's going to set in. There is no baked in time of recovery. So if you do transition from number one to number two quickly, this is going to be really fascinating. So the goal is to have you start really heavy and you're going to go down by one weight class every rep count. So there's gonna be a lot of interchanging of weights here. You're going to put a little bit of thought into this. I would love for you to do it before you start number one so you don't hamper your transition into number two. But you're going to, again, start heavy, and then every time you get back to the incline press, you're going to bounce your weight down by one weight class and work your way up. And I think this is going to achieve the same thing, but give a little bit of a muddy the water a little bit on reps 4 through 8, as again, I think especially 4 and 8, if you use the right ways, I think 4 and 8 are going to be fascinating to see how that goes following the 4 plus if you're using, again, the right weight for yourself on an individual level. Number 3, obviously we're going to work on capacity here and just lactic threshold a little bit more. The hand release push-ups are just a great way to burn out. Keep in mind, whenever you guys see the blue on this rep count, that is optional. So I would think for 8 out of 10 of us, we're just going to start at 21 calories rowed, 21 hand release push-ups, 15, 15, 9, 9. If you feel like you're conditioned enough on, I'm assuming probably the hand release push-ups here, then you can start at 27. Although the calories may take a little bit more time, the hand release push-ups are going to be kind of the kryptonite for a lot of us here. You got to maintain good form here, protect your shoulders when you guys are doing hand release push-ups. Whoever's coaching this day, I'm sure we'll go over that. And then number 4, we tie in the monthly emphasis, which I'm super excited about. So you got 10 rounds. We're going to jump to the treadmill here. You're either going to choose to start at 2 calories on the treadmill or 10 calories on the treadmill. Remember, it's about 13 meters per calorie if you want to do some math before you begin, for those of you that watch this video prior to class. And then you have 10 reset deadlifts, and you can choose to option similar to a 27 up top. Choose the option, the low bench step over with the weights in your hand, which does make it significantly more challenging as you now have to move with the load in hand rather than just pick it up and put it down. So you're going to do essentially, let's just say you pick 2, you're going to do 2 calories ran, 10 reset deadlifts. If you choose to do the step over, great, you can do that as well. And then your calories go up by 2 and your low bench step overs go down by 1, and you're going to try to get through 10 rounds. Now, just be clear, everybody sees number 5 on here. I do not think a lot of people, not a lot, I take that back. I do not think everybody's going to make it to number 5, especially depending on how challenging you make number 4. So number 4 can be, I would imagine some people, based off of the calories they choose and it's the weight they pick and whether they incorporate the bench. I mean, this could be pretty volatile on how long this takes. I would much rather you guys focus on making number 4 as challenging as possible and not worrying about number 5. And if you happen to get number 5, fantastic. You can also always use a little bit of time between classes to achieve number 5 if you want to make sure you get that extra volume in, because I do love number 5 and doing the incline tricep press. on an island. It'd be a wonderful finisher for what we've done prior. So I'm excited for this day. I think tying in the leg stuff is going to be a nice little X factor that a lot of us, in terms of fatigue, just kind of forget what it feels like to incorporate these really taxing movements, because most leg movements are very taxing, into these other focuses.